Homeschool mom, are you feeling overwhelmed by all the options of curriculum out there? It used to be like years ago when I was a homeschool mom, there wasn't as much to choose from, but now the good news is there is tons to choose from. But that can also be overwhelming and just difficult to step into the homeschool space when you start looking at there's so much there. So in the next week or so, I'll be going live and I wanted to kind of talk about rollout, some different tips, some different things that you maybe have not thought about when you go to choose a curriculum. I'm Charlotte Roof and I am a homeschool mom coach. My heart is just to encourage and nurture and help in whatever way I can when I meet a homeschool mom. So, why is it important? Why couldn't you just go ahead and say, well, my friend uses that curriculum? Why not? Why wouldn't that be a good choice for me? Well, families are different, right? Every family is unique, and your curriculum can impact your homeschool experience. It can cause, sometimes I've met moms and they're feeling stressed and they're saying, I don't think this curriculum is working for me, but I don't really know. I don't know really what to do about that. And I say, well, how about we change it? How about we look and see what other options are out there? But there are things before we can just change and choose and pivot. There are things that you want to think about. Okay. But I just want to encourage you, don't worry. You're not alone. All homeschool moms have felt this pressure to find the perfect homeschool curriculum. So I'm going to start with tip one today. And that has to do with your family's learning style, right? When I talk about learning styles, and actually, if you'd like to know more about learning styles, I actually have another video that I'll link down below about learning styles and explaining what each one is and kind of how it impacts the home education experience. So there are different learning styles. There's visual, there's audio, auditory, kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is often known as hands-on, right? And I, like you, when I work with moms, I try to let them know that curriculum is just a tool. It is just a tool. And not all what works for one of your children might not work for another. So I just encourage you to be kind of flexible. But as we look at the learning styles, we might ask ourselves, a great way to kind of get a hint on learning styles are to just watch your children. Just watch them. What activities are they choosing? I even encourage moms to ask their kids, how do you think you learn best? Right? If we were going to, let's say, learn to make a certain recipe, like let's say, we're going to make chocolate chip cookies. You never made chocolate chip cookies before. What would they need to be successful? There are visual learners that would need pictures or need to have it written down. Auditory learners, they might be able to, like, you just kind of tell them how to do things and they're like, oh, I can process it that way. Or a lot of times, I'll give you a little hint, auditory learners, they will read out loud. So if you have a child that reads out loud, they might be an auditory learner. They also might be, if they like videos or they like podcasts, or maybe they like books on tape. Okay, those are great things. And different curriculums have different things. There are some curriculums that are just like book centered. They're just textbooks. And then there are others that have a mixture. You might have a textbook and you have video lessons. So I just encourage you just to kind of learn about learning styles. And I'm also going to put below, there is a really neat inventory that I found online. that I like to get. It's not something I created, but I found it online, and it'll give you some insight into some of your learning styles for your kids. But first off, just know that different curriculums cater to different learning styles, and allow yourself to be flexible. Allow yourself to be flexible, and maybe, maybe one curriculum isn't going to be the end all for your entire family. God bless. Keep an eye out. I will be on for number 2 in the next day or so.